What is up, everyone? Welcome to stream number 50. Didn't think we'd get here. It's come around pretty quickly. I'm just starting streaming in December. But yeah, we're here. It's game week 5. I actually have some transfers to make tonight. I think I am going to do them tonight. I've got in my head the two different transfer routes I can take. One involves getting rid of Lukaku. One involves keeping him. But I'm probably going to make him tonight, especially as Gabbiadini looks like he's going to fall in price. And to be honest, he's got me 1 goal in 4 games. He's done enough for my team. I certainly don't want to lose any money on him. So I think I'm going to go tonight. Not straight away. We'll leave you hanging for a bit, discuss what I'm thinking of doing, and then we'll go from there. As some people have already said in chat, there are polls in the top right hand corner. So click the little eye, you can vote on them. We've got the usual there, so best partner for Kane, Game Week 5 transfers, Game Week 5 captain, who to play in Game Week 5. I know Foster and Elliott is very specific. If you haven't got those keepers, it's a bit of an annoying question, but a lot of people have. I didn't get many poll ideas, so just stuck that in, plus it helps me. And then, what should I do with Lukaku? They're all there. I know everyone's saying that I know you'll keep him. I'm going to go through my thoughts. I think it's a bit closer than... the decision's a bit closer than you probably think it is. Will I drop him? Probably not, but I'm going to go through why I think it's possibly the way to go. I haven't asked this for a while. How does the sound sound? Sounds very loud to me. I don't know if that's just because I've got the volume turned up. Much louder than normal. Just want to make sure it doesn't sound too loud. Have I seen Cologne's goal? Yes. Against Arsenal. Great shot. Everton looked really bad. You're right about that. Mike sounds a bit different. Damn, okay. I don't know why, though. How about now? Does it sound a bit better? I personally thought it sounded a bit loud. Wonder why. Don't really want to spend all night figuring that out. The problem is there's not too much. How about now? I've turned it down a little bit. I think I have anyway. Loud and distorted. That's really annoying because I've not changed anything. Yeah, literally not changed anything on it. I've turned it down a bit now. So hopefully that works. Like I said, there's not really a lot I can do with it to make it better. Okay, good now. That's better. Okay, let's get into it. So, Lukaku. By the way, my mic would break just after I recommended it to someone. It's the way it always goes. Turn off the mic and turn up Candyland. It could be more interesting, to be fair. Okay, so Lukaku. Let's just talk about him, get out of the way. So I'm looking at 2 different transfer routes. And it basically all revolves around Firmino. This mic's doing my head in now. Okay, so yeah, basically, do I want Firmino in or not for Gabbiadini? So if I want him in, there's kind of 2 ways I can do it. And bearing in mind I want Davies in as well. So I can drop Bertrand to a 4.9 million defender and just do Gabbiadini to Firmino. So that would give me Firmino. I'd get to keep Lukaku, but I wouldn't get Ben Davies. If I want Ben Davies as well, then I have to do Lukaku to Morata or Jesus, Gabbiadini to Firmino, and then Bertrand to Davies. Or I forget about Firmino, keep Lukaku, do Gabbiadini to someone like Abraham or Joselu, and then do Sutner to Davies. It means I get to keep Bertrand, and I'd have enough money to get Kolasinac in the next week. So they are the 3 options that I'm looking at. Now, I looked at... The problem I have with Morata is 2 of his next 3 games are Arsenal and Chelsea. Arsenal and Man City at home. Now, of course, he could get points from them. Lukaku has Everton, who haven't looked good. Crystal Palace at home. Now, that would probably be a better fixture if the ball was still here. which obviously he's not now. He's gone. Hodgson, so maybe they'll be better defensively. I still expect Man United to win that. And Southampton away have looked poor. Could be a couple of goals there. I don't know if I'm expecting Lukaku to score heavily, and I'm not going to captain him. Apart from maybe Palace at home. But Morata's got Man City and Arsenal at home, so I'm a bit worried about straight swapping him. Jesus is the other option, who I'd say his fixtures kind of match Lukaku's. So obviously got the Chelsea away game. Watford away, which to be fair is not a great fixture. Silva's got on playing pretty well defensively. And then Crystal Palace at home, so that's the same fixture Lukaku's got. Oh, hang on, someone's moaning about the mic again. Does it sound like I'm using an inbuilt mic? No, I mean, I don't have an inbuilt mic, so... That's really annoying though if it is screwed. Any better now? I'd say it's probably just the same. Not really a lot I can change on it. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts, and Jesus is probably the one I want more, but his minutes are a bit annoying. Okay, most people are saying this mic's fine. I'm not going to mess about with it anymore because I don't really know what's wrong, so we'll keep plugging through. So yeah, that's basically my options. But Lukaku, so I was looking at the stats as well. Lukaku has had 7 big chances, so he's had the most big chances out of all strikers. He's obviously scored 4 goals. Mkhitaryan has created most of them. Pogba, I think, is actually going to be a miss. He's created quite a few chances as well. He's created 9 chances. Mkhitaryan's created 15, so he is going to be a bit of a miss. And I think, forgetting about the price tag, he really drives our midfield forward. He kind of picks up the ball and gets forward. You know, make sure we go on the attack. And I think he's going to be a miss. But is he going to stop Lukaku scoring is the question. So I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm erring on the side of keeping Lukaku. Because I don't think Jesus and Morata's fixtures are that much better up until Game Week 8. Now in Game Week 8 it's a different story. It's just how much do I want Firmino. Ben Davies I think is coming in either way, so I don't like the Bertrand and Gabbiadini to 4.9 on Firmino because it really makes my defence super cheap. I think Davies is guaranteed points basically, and for 5.7 it's a great price. Let me just have a quick look at Firmino's fixtures. So he's got Burnley at home. Some people think he might be rested after Champions League. I don't think he will. Then Leicester and Newcastle away, so they're okay fixtures, but Mane's out obviously. But Coutinho's back, so creative-wise, I don't think they're going to be that bad. And then I've got Salah's pace to kind of step in for Mane. So, and I haven't been reading the chat too much while I've been chatting that or talking about that. Yes, low transfer will happen tonight, but I don't know what you guys think. Most people, actually, it's quite funny. I think if I say to people, "Should I get rid of Lukaku and do blah blah blah?" It's always a no. But if you show them a team. Like if I showed someone my team but with Jesus, Firmino and Davies already in there and no Lukaku and just said, hey, this is a team I found, what do you think about it? Everyone would think it was fine. They wouldn't even mention Lukaku. So, it's a tough one. Surely Sutner is a more pressing issue. Well, that's the thing. If I go Gabbiadini to Abraham or Joselu, then I can do Sutner to Davies, keep Bertrand and still have enough money to get Kolasinac in for Daniels after Brighton at home. So that is an option as well. I think that's the way I'm going to go, to be honest. I don't know if I like Abraham. He's got Spurs away next, and you can't put everything down to one game. The other thing is he's way overpriced at 5.5. The other thing is the wild cards in my back of my mind. So on one hand, I think maybe I get Lukaku out and go for broke. Basically get Morata or Jesus in, get Firmino in, still get Ben Davies in, and if it goes really wrong, I've got the wild card. But at the same time, do I want to put myself into a corner of having to use that soon if I don't need to? But at the same time, if I bring in Abraham or Joselu, and I'll wildcard in Game Week 8 anyway, I don't feel like I've made the most of those transfers. The thing with Joselu, he's got nice stats, but there's no way he keeps them up. He's only had one big chance as well, and he's converted it, so... You know, maybe if they create a few more chances. Why do you want Davies anyway? Rose is back soon, but is he though? He's always back. I've given up on worrying about Rose, to be honest. At this point, I'm just going to get Davies and not worry about Rose. Remember the loss in buyback value on LUKAKU? Yeah, I'm only going to lose $1 million. 0.1 million. So it's not the end of the world. Wildcard, get Morato, Firmino and Davies. Yeah, I can do that already. Just takes a -4. I've got 2 free transfers, remember. It's not the end of the world. Upgrade Gabbiadini to Rashford now. Rashford's not guaranteed minutes. Jamie Vardy's scoring goals, yeah. Yeah, he's another option instead of Firmino, but it doesn't really change my options. Lacazette's a real option from Game Week 6 onwards. Yeah, maybe. Fixtures-wise are decent. I really like the look of Kolasinac though. Get Joselu and Davies, you always have the wild card later. I like Morata though. It's just a shame about the 2 fixtures really. Man City and Arsenal at home. Yes, sure he could score, but he's not going to go big as Lukaku could, I don't think. With like Everton at home and Palace at home. So basically that's my problem. I don't think Morata is a better pick than Lukaku for the next 3 fixtures. Jesus possibly is. I prefer Jesus, I think. Jesus is also more expensive, but that doesn't really change things too much. I mean, Jesus has got Chelsea away. I mean, Lukaku's got the best fixtures over the next 3 out of the 3 strikers. But obviously, it's not just Jesus or Lukaku. It's Jesus and Firmino versus Lukaku and Joselu or Abraham. I've got $1 million in the bank. Is it good to use the free hit now? Wait till you need it. Wait till the second half of the season, I'd say. Jesus will go toe to toe with Lukaku. He could do, yeah. Like I looked at the big chances the forwards have had. So to be fair, Lukaku's only had two more than Morata in like a game less basically. And then Jesus has had the same. Again, about a game less. So they're quite similar, to be honest. Lukaku scored 4 goals from 4 goals from 7 big chances, and Morata and Jesus have scored 3, I think, from 5. Maybe it's 2 from Morata, I can't remember. Morata's got huge goal involvement though, so if Chelsea score, he's going to be at the heart of it, which is quite interesting. Davies for Stevens and Mkhitaryan for Salah. I like Davies, but I don't like losing Salah. I think there's more to come from him. Mkhitaryan better or worse? I mean, we'll have to wait and see for that. I think possibly worse. The good thing is it means Mata's probably more likely to play. Well, Pogba probably doesn't make too much difference for Mata, but I think Mata needs to play for our team. I think Herrera will obviously step in for Pogba. Maybe Fellaini. Depends on the fixture, I suppose. Morata is a definite starter. Too much rotation for Jesus. I don't think Jesus has missed the match where he's not been injured. I actually don't really have any concerns over Jesus starting. There's concerns over how many minutes he gets, but not whether he's going to start or not. Mkhitaryan to be dropped. I wasn't so sure about that. Yeah, I know Mourinho kind of hit that. I know he got annoyed about him in Europe, but I don't think he can afford to bench him, to be honest. Obviously, he'll have to have a rest at some point, but I don't think that time's now. I just think the only reason as well I'm looking at Lukaku out is because my team, I feel like it's a bit stagnated at the moment. Okay, started off well game week 1 and slowly got a bit worse. Now some of that is just not wrong captain option. Bit unlucky with Mkhitaryan not getting assists, Salah missing some really good chances. But it needs a bit of a freshen up, I think. Like doing three big transfers, which include Lukaku, Gabbiadini, and Bertrand out. For Jesus. Jesus and Firmino. I mean, do we think Firmino is going to do really well? Because he's a big part of this. Bertrand, Salah and Gabby out. No, I'm not interested in getting rid of Salah at all. And I'm definitely not wildcarding. Hamed is a 4.9 million goal and assist last game. Yeah, but I don't think Brighton are going to do that again. Is Vardy a better option than Firmino? I think Vardy's a good option. I don't think he's better though. To be honest, just for that 0.1. Firmino will score more than other 7 million or less assets. Yeah, of course, but he's not 7 million. Vardy equals 90 minutes, penalties and cheaper. I mean, it's 0.1 million. I don't think that's a huge issue. And Firmino's probably on penalties too. Firmino and Davies in. Yeah, but I can't do that without freeing up some money. Which I either have to get rid of one of my midfielders, Eriksen, Salah, and Mkhitaryan, who I don't really want to do, or I get rid of Lukaku. I mean, Mkhitaryan out would be a potential option, but who do I get? I don't like anyone below his price. What do I think of Sturridge? There's not really a lot to say on him. He's not going to start, is he? Best cheap striker 6.5 in a row. Probably Yosselu or Abraham. Why not downgrade Atsu to a 4.5 for the extra 0.5? I mean, that would allow me Gabbiadini to Vardy, but it still doesn't let me get Firmino. Do you trust Firmino versus Leicester away or Vardy versus Liverpool at home? Both, to be honest. Could see them both scoring in that game. What do I think of Hodgson? Iceland, man. Iceland. Chicharito or Yosselu. I wasn't really that keen on Hernandez anyway. The next 2 games aren't great for West Ham. And Carroll's back. And Bilic really likes Carroll, so... I don't know if him and Hernandez are going to work too well together, or how wide Hernandez is going to have to keep playing. Could be a bit of a nightmare. Not interested in Higazi. There's no guarantee he starts now. Plus West Brom, their fixture's about to dry up. Don't forget, by the way, polls, top right corner, hover over the eye, click the eye on your tablet, etc. Make sure to vote and vote often. Quick and often. And while you're doing it, hit that like button. Over 300 people watching. We're nearly at 100 likes already, which is awesome. And obviously, subscribe if you're new around here. We're on just over 4,550 subs now. So closing in on that 5k mark. How's it going, Rooftop? Joshua King. Bournemouth are pretty rubbish this year. I've got Daniels. You have a lot of faith in Atsu. Not really. I think people worry about players like Atsu too much. Like, who am I bringing in that's going to score loads more points than him without spending any more money? Just not going to happen. So he's just there and he enables the rest of my team. Have you seen the XG expected goal stats for Rodriguez? Nope, I can look them up right now. By the way, I actually created a different screen, which I'll show you in a sec. So I know some people said they want to go back to the, not have me do so much stuff on the other screen that they can't see. West Brom. Where art thou? Oh yeah. Seriously, where are they? Rodriguez's expected goals. Not even one. Wow. Poor show. Make your transfers. If you're just here for transfers, you've got a bit of a wait yet. Probably won't do it until the end of the stream. Do you think King could be a good shout? Bournemouth aren't rubbish, they will pick up. Maybe they will, but I think there's a bit of a risk just to bring King on with not a lot of reason to. Have I got a league to join? Yeah, the code's in the bottom. I'll show you. So basically, a few people asked to see this transfer and stuff. The problem is I can't make the chat as big. So I know people like the chat. It also show the other thing is, oh shit. Oh, I've paused this up, haven't I? We back? Yeah. I could put it up a bit and actually show my rank and not have people moan about it. You're live, exactly. Prefer the other view. Yeah, I think most people will because of the chat. I don't know. I mean, you basically can't see the chat now. It's a bit annoying. We'll go back to the main one. The thing is, every time I do it, I have to change. Oh, shit. There we go. Perfect. Sutner is about to drop. Oh, I can't keep... Yeah, I'm going to have to keep Sutner, to be honest, unless I get rid of Lukaku. Do I get rid of Lukaku for Jesus? Lukaku for Jesus, people. I mean, if you look at Jesus' longer term fixtures, they're really good. Got Burnley, Stoke, and Crystal Palace at home in the next 5, and then Watford away. And Chelsea away is the only awesome, annoying fixture. Yanks 250125. $1 donation. What a legend. Should have asked the question. I was going to say, guaranteed to have your question answered if you do that. I think you can write a message when you do that, can't you? Don't overthink this one. The problem is, you're right, but I'm not really sure what to do. I mean, how much will I regret Lukaku out? I mean, the cliche is he's guaranteed to score against Everton, isn't he? The other option is just to get rid of Gabbiadini for a cheapie, proper cheapie, and go bigger at the back, but ditch Sutner. I'm not going to ditch Sutner just because he's going to drop in price. I either want to get rid of him or I don't. The fact that you're worrying about getting rid of Lukaku suggests you shouldn't do it. Yeah, that's a good point. 5 shots of whiskey that make you transfer. Oh, whiskey. We're downgrading Atsu to Loftus-Cheek, help with funds. I'd still be 0.1 million off. I mean, to get Gabbiadini to Firmino, I need to make 3 transfers unless I just do Bertrand to a 4.9. But I don't really like that, to be honest. Who does Stoke have this week, by the way? Oh yeah, Newcastle away, of course. You might struggle to get him back in. I mean, I've got a wild card. It's not the end of the world. When will I wild card? I don't know. Honestly, I've not really set a date for it. Don't see me wanting to get rid of most of my team anytime soon. Due to Pogba injury, you give him one. Yeah, keeping Gabbiadini is of course an option. Why not just wildcard? I find it really weird that people would look at my team and say, why not wildcard? Who are you bringing in? How many changes do you think this team needs? I mean, desperate changes. Would I swap Bertrand for Mendy for a hit? Probably not. Do John T. Stoke Burnley rotation? I know, but that would involve getting rid of Bertrand and Sutner. I And at that point, I just make one of the transfers, and plus they both have poor games this week, I think. Yeah, I know, don't worry, I know my team doesn't need a wild card. Atsu to Woodburn. No. If it was you, Gabbiadini would be gone. Yeah, that's fine. No one's saying I need to keep Gabbiadini. Let me show you. I don't know how well it'll look on this screen. Oh, you can see that enough. We can't see how much money I've got left. That's the problem. So let's just say I want to go to Firmino. Basically got to find 0.6 million from somewhere. Now there's ways to do it without getting rid of Lukaku or Bertrand, but I don't really like them. Like Daniels to a 4.3 or Sutner to a 3.9 and just not play anyone. So I don't know. Adam Parrish, £1. Cheers, dude. You should ask questions when you do that. Guaranteed to get your question read out and answered. So yeah, that's basically my predicament right now. Why not Atsu to a 4.4? We'll give you the funds for Firmino, and then you just play triple captain. What are you talking about? So this is what I could do. Davies in. Obviously, I've already spoken about this, so you know. I think it would be Jesus over Morata. 0.4 in the bank. So I don't really know if that would let me do much. Long to Wimmer, maybe. If money wasn't a problem, Davies or Firmino would be the choice. Or both, really. That's the whole point. I want both. You take an 8-point hit to get Kane in for Lukaku. Ouch. What transfers is Mart doing? No idea. Bringing in Lukaku, Kane for Lacazette, I assume. Gabbiadini for Alonso, an option. Yeah, of course it is, but yeah, maybe that is the best route. I don't know. It's not an 8-point hit. That it's a 4-point. It's only a 4-point hit. I mean, I could really downgrade Alonso, Gabbiadini, and go 4-4-2. The thought has crossed my mind. I don't know if I want Alonso though, to be honest. I don't think Alonso is good value for money when there's other options. So here's the other option, right? Get rid of Gabbiadini for an absolute dud who's never going to play. Let me get the chat back up a sec. Adam didn't ask a question, did he? Not with the donation. I think you can ask a question when you do the donation. That's the easiest way for me to see it. If I have to go and find it in the chat, that makes it a bit of a nightmare. Oh, you did ask a question. It was Firmino or Morata to Kane. Oh, that's tough because the money's so much different. You have Willian, who you'll be transferring out next week. I'd probably go Firmino so that you've got a bit of extra money to upgrade Willian. But if you're going to donate for a question, just ask the question when you donate. I think you can do that. Anyway, so I could go for an absolute dud, 4.5 million. And then I don't know what I'd do. Davies in for Sutner. Let's get him in. I don't know what to do. I mean, Alonso's got Arsenal and Man City at home, obviously, same as Morata. When did I wildcard last year? Game week 6. Now, the thing is, I'd be more tempted to do this if, like, Kolasinac was an option this week. But Chelsea away is not a game you want to be bringing him in for, I don't think. If he had a really nice home fixture, then I could do that. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, obviously I can just not make that move and bank the cash. But then I've got to play 4 defenders this week. If I go 4 at the back, I'll want better defenders, really. Atsu to a 4. But then I've got to play Carroll or the 4.4 every week. Who is even 4.4? Not good options, basically. Are any of them even playing? I don't think they are. You see what my predicament though? I'm stuck this week. I really am stuck. Here's the Yosselu version. Double Newcastle attack though cannot be good for my team, to be honest. But I think Yosselu's an okay option. So again, it would be Sutner to Davies, and then I'd have 1.3 in the bank. So that would let me do Daniels to Kolasinac, Bertrand to Kolasinac, and bank some money. So basically, I wouldn't take a hit this week. I get Kolasinac in game week 6, but that would then be my. Let's get rid of the points hit. Excuse me. That would be the team. The double Newcastle attack. Oh. Your real decision is 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. Not sure about that. Because I don't have much money in midfield to play about with. Basically, it'd be Atsu for a 4.5. Get Tammy. I don't think that puts me off Abraham is the next fixture, but I shouldn't really. Again, this is a problem with the wildcard. If it was a long-term move, I'd be more interested in Abraham because the fixtures are okay after Spurs. But the problem is, am I going to keep my wildcard that long? I don't know. Do I think Abraham's going to score against Spurs and I'm bringing in Davies as well? It just doesn't feel right. I really want to do the LUKAKU move. I just don't know if I can bring myself to do it. I just think Firmino is such a better option than those three. Than any of the cheap options. Cheers, Jeff. £1 donation. Can you not? Maybe you can't write a message then. Tell me if you can or not. Replacement for Pogba with no extra money. Can you still afford Mkhitaryan? Seems like the obvious choice. Don't get Lukaku to Jesus is the move. Oh my god, I can't focus. We all know you won't sell Lukaku. It's clickbait. No, it's generally not. I'm thinking about it. You think you have to donate £2 for a message? Oh, is that right? Maybe that's true. I could literally sit here all stream thinking about these transfers. It's all I've done all week. I'm still no better off. I think in my head I go, I'll get rid of Mkhitaryan. No, I'm not interested in that, honestly. Firmino and Vardy to free up some cash. I have considered that, but I don't want to do that, I don't think. No. Then I'd have Atsu, Loftus-Cheek and Carroll. That sounds like a nightmare. Transfer Lukaku out as a big... I mean, Lukaku's done nothing wrong. He scored 4 goals in 4 games, for Christ's sake. Just bringing Abraham and Davies in for no hit just doesn't feel very inspiring. Super chat's not user friendly. Unable to get it to send about a message with a message. Ah, sorry, dude. I don't know. Let me have a look. Oh yeah, you got us. It's got to be 2 or more for a message. Okay. I see. That works quite nicely though. Joseph Wilson, cheers for that. Morato, Firmino, Davies. Oh, you're telling me that's what I should do? That's not even a question. You're telling me what I should do. You're right. I think when you, that's the problem when you talk about getting Lukaku. People just see that Lukaku's going and panic. They can't look at the bigger picture. Now the bigger picture might still be the wrong thing, but I don't know. I just don't know. It's winding me up, in fact. I hate coming on stream not knowing what transfers I'm going to do. So I don't want to talk about my transfers too much. So otherwise I don't get through as many questions. City are home to Palace in Game Week 6. Yeah, but Lukaku has Palace in Game Week 7. And I've always got Harry Kane to captain. So that's not a huge deal to me. You're stuck with striker's topic from the start of the tree. Yeah, I know. Jeff, you're playing a 4-3-3 with current starting back 4 of Davies, Jones, Cedric and Keane. Any better suggestions? Budget for 4 defenders, 20 million. Starting back 4 of Davies. I mean, Davies and Jones are good. Cedric is okay. You've got Keane in. I mean, you've got Keane in advance. I'd have to work out the money, but I think that sounds okay from Game Week 6 onwards. I'm just a little bit worried about Everton. I don't know how they're going to do, but they got the fixtures. If you can afford it, I'd like Kolasinac from Game Week 6, personally. Mkhitaryan to Choupo-Moting. No, I don't want Mkhitaryan to be the fool guy, do I? Choupo-Moting. No, I don't. I like Mkhitaryan. Am I actually considering getting rid of the league's top scorer? I am. You got to think in FPL points though, right? So Jesus is only 2 points behind Lukaku for 1.3 million less. But obviously Lukaku could have had another goal if he hadn't missed that penalty. Oh, I'm so lost, boys. Don't know what to do. You won't be captaining Lukaku and you have Mkhitaryan, so why do you need to keep him? Imagine if United draw it with no Pogba and 2 consecutive blanks. I don't think that's going to happen though. I do think Pogba out's a potential issue. I don't think it's a huge one. Mkhitaryan out for Ali, what do you think? If you've really got nothing else more pressing to do, then I think that's an okay transfer, to be honest, because Ali looks good. And Spurs have got great fixtures. Jeff with another £1 donation. What a legend. Yeah, so just in case anyone is thinking about doing the super chat, to get the question popped up on screen, you have to donate at least 2 of your monies. Have you tried putting these scenarios into Rate My Team? I haven't actually. Kolasinac just scored, don't tell me that. Has he really just scored? Oh, Kolasinac. Kolasinac. That's interesting. Look at the team there, Kolasinac in. I do think from looking at the couple of games he started, him and Davies are better options than Alonso. There, I said it. For the price. How is Mark holding up? He's doing great. Abraham. I think I'd get Abraham ahead of Joselu, although the stats do not say that way. That's so boring though. No Firmino. I'm boring myself thinking about it. Where's my chat gone? Scored after being on 3 minutes. Oh, did he not start? No? See you later, Sambu. Who would I captain this game week other than Kane? I mean, Ali or Ericsson are good options. Take a punt and fix it on the wild card. That's the one reason I'm thinking about getting rid of Lukaku. But I've been trying to play safe again this year and last year. Obviously, Lukaku's ownership. I don't like making my chances based on ownership, but Lukaku is 57%. That's crazy. If in doubt, do nothing. Just grab Davies and relax. I don't like Gabbiadini though, although maybe a few things tells me to get Gabbiadini, keep him for one more week because it's Crystal Palace. Hits worked well for you last season. I'm not against hits for sure. I don't know. He has not scored again. Has he? No, he hasn't scored again. You're lying to me. What a guy, though. He hasn't scored again. Ericsson or Ali, that is such a coin toss. I would go Ericsson because I've got him. But Ali's such a good option too. And he's suspended for Champions League, which is nice. Do I not like the idea of Hazard? I just don't think there's any need to bring Hazard in right now, to be honest. There's other options I have that I'm not looking to get rid of. Oh, excuse me. Gabbiadini and Bertrand, yeah, that's an option. Alonso will get more points than Gabbiadini. Yeah, probably. Klasnak is making a good. Captain Ali or Ericsson. And Ericsson apparently has, I've not checked, but I read that Ericsson's got a really good record against Swansea, but to be honest, that means not a lot. Ali's got goals in him. Maybe it's Ali's turn to score this week. Choosing a captain between those two is so hard. I'd probably go Ericsson. You really want to hear my thoughts about Everton? So, I don't really like Everton's options. Like, who are you looking to bring in? Rooney, I think, just looks off it. He's got stuff going on in personal life. Sigurdsson, 8.5 million, I think is too much. I want to see a lot more from him. Defenders are 5.5 million. The fixtures are good. But I think Kolasinac and Davies for not too much more is who I want instead. So I'm not looking at any Everton players, to be honest. I mean, now, if their form changes with the fixtures, then maybe I'll look at them. Morales in, no chance. Don't take the hit for Kolasinac. I'm not going to take a hit for Kolasinac. This is just to show you what the team would look like. In fact, it's... Oh, yeah. What are my thoughts on Aguero? I think he's just a million more than Jesus. And... he's a million more than Jesus, and he's probably not as likely to start. Yeah, Pickford for Everton's probably not a bad option, but we have to see. Would I double on Spurs midfielders or go as Hazard as a punt? I think I'd double on Spurs, but I do like Davies and Kane. Pep prefers Jesus. I mean, I'm still not quite sure City are going to blow teams away. They haven't done it so far, apart from Liverpool. They were down to 10 men. And they already can't defend with 11 men, so with 10 they're screwed. You're driving down to Old Trafford for United vs Everton, all you can think about is your FPL team. That's the way to do it. I'd usually go for Moy, I think. Go for the attacker. Must be coming up to poll time soon. If you haven't already voted, top right hand corner, click that little eye and vote on the polls we got. We'll go through them in about 5-10 minutes. City just beat Feyenoord 4-0 away from home. Good point. 4 points to take out Lukaku though. That's crazy. Who would be your best defensive Man City pick? It's got to be Mendy. Just follow Mendy on Twitter and you'll want him in your FPL team. Is Firmino needed for his price? I think it's a good price, especially if he still has penalties. You look at Jesus in the Premier League and basically has 14 appearances, 10 goals. Business Cat with a £2 donation. Mkhitaryan to 4.5 for 2 premium defenders, Kolasinac and Mendy. People are getting really cold feet about Mkhitaryan. I don't like that, I don't think. Yes, I think Kolasinac and Mendy are good options. I just don't know if... I mean, Mkhitaryan... People are getting cold feet on him, but he could have easily had an assist in the last game. He's creating a decent amount of big chances. He's a good price as well. You've got to remember, he's not sure. Sure, he's not getting the shots away, and he doesn't look like he's going to score right now. But at the same time, he's not 9.5 million like Ali and Ericsson. So value-wise, he doesn't have to score as well as them. Obviously, it'd be great if he does. So I don't know if I'd drop Mkhitaryan to a 4.5, to be honest. Think long term. If I think long term, then I think Jesus might beat Lukaku over like the next 5 or 6. City are going to put 5 past Watford easily. I really don't think they are, to be honest with you. But yeah, cheers for the question, Business Cat, and for the donation. I think keep Mkhitaryan, to be honest. Oh, I need to... Okay. I'm going to change my transfers on screen because people think I want to get Kolasinac in and I don't. There you go. How about that? No hits. No Kolasinac. There hasn't been a player in the history of FPL to return more than 2 points every game. A blank for a game or two means nothing. I bet Suarez came very close though. Jesus better than Lukaku long term. Am I mad? Well, maybe. Chelsea away, Spurs at home, Huddersfield away, Liverpool away from Gameweek 8 to 11. It's not ideal. Am I playing Foster or Elliott? Probably Foster. Why Abraham over Joselu? Good question. What's up, Matt? How's it going? Is Big Ricey in the house, by the way? He would have loved all the super chats. The €2 and £2 super chats. Get your questions answered. That's right up Ricey's business head. Isn't Morata in your thoughts at all? He's a decent price. He is. I just don't like the fact he has City and Arsenal in the next 3. The thing is, like, let's say I do Lukaku to Jesus, and Lukaku scores a hat-trick against Everton, and Jesus blanks against a good Marco Silva team. That's it. That's the end of streams. You'd back Gabbiadini over Abraham this game week. Yeah, but I kind of like Davies. Luke Shaw rumoured to start. That's really annoying me, to be honest, because if I knew... Because obviously Mourinho has hinted at that. If I knew Luke Shaw was going to start, I'd be way tempted to get rid of Bertrand for Shaw and do Gabbiadini to Firmino, not take the hit and just miss out on Davies for another week. Really be tempted by that, but I just don't know if he's definitely going to start. You're overthinking it too much, but that's what people do if they play FPL. See ya, Killian. You can get Kolasinac for Keane if you downgrade Cedric to 4.5. Lascelles, he could be a good option if you don't have any other Newcastle defenders. Norton is okay after this week. Also look at Fernandez, to be honest, for Swansea. Fernandez is decent for Baps, or better option than Norton. Gabby to Firmino, you know that's the best thing. Yeah, of course. LUKAKU. I can't do it. I'm going to have to do it before the stream ends as well. I just don't know what to do. We're all here because we overthink FPL. Exactly. You know where it is. Salah for David Silva. Nah, Salah's going nowhere. I really like Salah. I know he's a bit frustrating because he just misses easy chances, but at least he's getting into those positions. For this one game, would you want Lukaku and David Luiz or Morata and Alonso? Lukaku and David Luiz. Get Phil Jones, not sure yet, but Jones is 0.2 million more. Hey, come on, play that song. Jesus, the other good thing about Lukaku and Morata is that they're creating chances, which is potential for assists. And that starts racking up points for a striker. It's not just the goals they need. Yeah, I saw the expected goals for Salah. That's why I really want to keep him. Him and Kane were one of the only ones that were like should have had more, like quite highly, not quite highly, but had a big gap between what they actually scored, what they could have scored. Got to keep Lukaku, says FPL family. Do I make money off streaming or do it for fun? I get thousands for this. It's about $2,000 a stream. Use the auto pick. Yeah, can I do that? Can someone tell me what expected goals is? Oh, basically it takes measurements of chances, basically shots, and tells you how many they should have scored, or how often that shot usually gets scored. And then either you're under or over. If you're over, it means you've probably gotten a bit lucky with the amount you've scored. If you're under, it means there's probably more goals to come, but it's not always quite as black and white as that. I feel if you go Tammy, it becomes very difficult to bin Lukaku and get Firmino in. I mean, do I need Firmino though? Is Firmino... I don't know. I'm losing the plot. It's just going round and round in my head. Firmino. Firmino not actually having many touches in the box, you know. Yosselu, on the other hand, has had nearly as many and much less minutes. I got the expected goals from understat.com. Go 3-5-2. Nah. You'll be stuck in the cheap third striker rot like last season. Yeah. That's what annoys me. Put in Fellaini. Nope. What would be really annoying though is bringing Firmino in, Liverpool get a penalty, he doesn't take it. I'm sure he will, but it's just annoying that he missed the last one. How far is Coutinho from returning? He's already returned. Where can you see expected goals for specific players? On understat.com. Morata's expected goals only 1.1. I don't think it is. Is it? It's not that bad. He's definitely scored more than the stats think he should have scored. I believe. I don't think it's that far off. Oh yeah. He's basically scored one more goal than the stats think he should have scored. But to be honest, the one thing to remember when you look at expected goals is, firstly, it's not black and white, and two, some players can and will score more than their expected goals. And also, 4 games is a very small sample size. These things tend to even out over time. So he could keep scoring higher than expected goals for like the next 20 games, and then suddenly it starts regressing. So I wouldn't base all your decisions based on expected goals. If I do the Jesus Firmino one as well, I can't get Kolasinac, and I really want him now. Anyone think Zappa Costa will be first choice? There's a chance, I think. It might take a bit of time, though. Kane's actually below his expected goals right now, which is nice. Who would you captain between Lukaku and Jesus? This week, Lukaku, but I mean, I'm not going to captain either. I'm going to captain Kane. There are too many win-backs you want. Exactly. Maybe 4-4-2 was the way to play afterwards. After all, Jesus has a higher ceiling than Firmino. I think I get both, right? I mean, what do we think? Let's get your thoughts. What do you think Man City are going to do to Watford? I mean, Watford have looked good. Oh yeah, I'll do the polls in just a sec. Worth noting that Arsenal are 4 at the back right now. That is interesting. Just take unlimited hits and transfers. You're like 1/1,000,000th anyway. Not quite that bad. Oh, Sanchez has scored. Oh no. Here we go. Right lads, how do I get Sanchez in? Let me have a look at this team. Sanchez is back and he's only... They're only 11.9 million. So we get rid of Gabbiadini for a 4.5. Just fuck it, it's gone. 4.5, excuse my language. We have 8 million to spend, that's because we've taken Sutton out. And then we just do Salah. Easy. Boom. There you go. Sanchez is in now. What do you think about that? Shit, where is he? Sanchez. Job done. I'll just play 4 at the back every week, why not? If I keep that on screen now, I'll just keep getting questioned over and over about Sanchez. Why are you picking Sanchez? There you go. Sanchez is on. Let's see everyone's reaction. I just saw a tweet. That Sanchez kid could be one to watch. Watford conceded 3 against Liverpool and City are catching him from right now. Oh, I want to do it. Jesus, Firmino, Davies, no Kolasinac, but a pretty good strike force. And I still have Atsu, and that's the key to my team. No, I'm not going near Andy Carroll. Don't even put Andy Carroll into my head. It's not happening. Alright, let's put Salah back. Let's not get too stupid here. Let's not get too carried away. By the way, I don't have to get Davies in. That's the other thing I've not really considered. I could get Jesus and Firmino and just not get Davies this week. I don't really want to play Bertrand. I really like Davies. Sutton might drop though. Bit of a nightmare. Aurier. No, Aurier's not guaranteed to start though. Pull the trigger. Everyone wants to see it. Everyone just wants to see it because when I do it, they were like, "Why the hell did you get rid of Lukaku, you idiot?" He's going to score a brace against Everton. Can't see a bright and clean sheet. Sutton her out. Yeah, but not right now. Davies won't keep this scoring up. He's not worth a 4-point hit. I don't know. Swansea at home, man. Why not do this in a week? Yeah, but then what transfer do I make this week? I got 2 frees. Why are you doing Jesus and Firmino next week? What's why is it so much better next week? I've got 2 free transfers, remember. We'll do the polls in a sec, by the way. Let's get these out of the way. Just Davies. But then I've got Gabbiadini. I want to get rid of Gabbiadini. But that is an option. It's just to keep him. And but that's just 1 more transfer. So it means I've still got 2. You want Lukaku versus Everton. Yeah, but then why would I get rid of Lukaku when he's got these 2 games next? I don't really know why I'm doing it next week and not this week. It is risky, of course. Yeah, there is over 450 watching. In fact, I haven't plugged this for a while. Make sure to go and hit the like button if you are enjoying the stream. Over 400 people watching. We can get that to 200 real soon, I'd say. And if you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe. We are on 4,566 subs. Not too far off 5k. Not too far off. I've watched Man City a bit, actually. Have I been super impressed with Jesus? Probably. He's been decent. Super impressed, though. Please place your mic a little back. Okay. I'm right up in front of it. Get Giroud, you always not getting Giroud. Everton lost 3-0 to Atalanta. Triple captain Kane versus Swansea. Nah. You do it next week because you don't have the free transfer luxury. Yeah, that's fair enough. But would you do it this week if you had 2 free transfers? Should do Richarlison for Atsu next week. Nah. Not too interested in any of those cheap mids right now. I think it's just like a merry-go-round. Anyway, let's do the polls. If you haven't already voted, top right corner, click that little eye and go vote. I'm going to do them now. Welbeck, not interested. He can't be in the team too much longer. Just make those transfers and stop the question. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's just do the polls now. Polls are in the top right hand corner. So just click the little eye or hover over. If you just press, if you're on like a tablet or something, just press the little eye. Or just press in the top right hand corner, it should show up, I think. Current transfers leave 0.4 million in the bank. Those transfers there. Lacazette, nah. Not interested. Okay. Doing the polls. For real. Defoe. No. Not interested. Sanchez hasn't scored again, has he? No. Polls. Do the polls, man. So. Damn, it's showing me the donations from this week. For this stream. Cheers, by the way, for all you guys that donated so far. Much appreciated. Best partner for Kane. Lukaku, 43%. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Thought this might happen. 28% say Jesus. 17% say Morata. 6% say 2 of the above. Yeah, 2 of the above. I guess that was not the greatest thing to put in. I suppose I didn't actually get a bit higher. Because of course you would just choose 2 if you could. None of the above, 4%. Game week 5 transfers. 33% of you are apparently making 2 transfers. And by the way, there's been over 300 votes. So apparently 33% said 2, 22% say 1, 18% say 3+. Surprising. 16% of you say you're wildcarding, and 8% are making 0. Gameweek 5 captain, I'm sure Kane is going to run away with this. Yeah, Kane is on 81%, huge. 8% for Lukaku, 4% for Eriksen, 1% for Salah or Firmino, and 3% say someone else. And then to play in Game Week 5, so this is for those of us that have Foster and Elliott. Elliott's on 53%, 46% on Foster, very close. And then should I keep or get rid of Lukaku? This is going to be keep, but I reckon, I've not looked at it yet. I'd say, because a few people want me to make the transfer because they just think it's exciting, even if they don't think it's the right move. But I'd say Lukaku will win out. I'm going to say 64% will say to keep Lukaku. Oh, wow. 51% say leave him in. 48% say take him out. That's way closer than I thought it would be. Damn, is it really that close? Jesus versus Lukaku. How many points hits is too many? It depends what moves you're making, to be honest. You've got to usually have a good reason to be doing 8 or more. 8.6 that is. Daniels for Jones next week, that is possibly on, yeah. Sutton to a 4 million, Foster to a 4 million, play Elliott. There's the 0.8 you need. For Firmino and Davies. That's 4 transfers. That's a lot. Can you go a season effectively without any points hits? People do it all the time, so yeah. Yeah, 2 free transfers. You move Blunt, Vokes, Lossell, Sun out for Davies, Vardy, Elliott, and Choppy Moting. Could you have afforded Firmino instead of Vardy, Phil? Just remember, Jesus and Firmino will outscore Lukaku and Gabbiadini significantly. It would be pretty funny if Gabbiadini did really well this week. Are you here to help us out or the other way around? I'm here to discuss FPL, either way. That's the way it's always been. To be honest, some of the most popular streams is when I'm making transfers, to be honest. Yeah, Game Week 6 looks good for Jesus over Lukaku, but then Game Week 7 it's the opposite. Lukaku is then the one with Crystal Palace at home, and Jesus has Chelsea away. So the fixtures are, I'd say Lukaku and Jesus' fixtures are very similar over the next 3, but Lukaku probably does win out a little bit. Gabby may not even start, maybe it's getting to that point yet. But the thing you got to remember is I don't have to take out Lukaku to take out Gabbiadini. How about a double up for Leicester? Not yet. Maguire's an option, possibly, at some point. I think Gabbiadini could become the most hated man in FPL this week if he bangs. Oh, can you imagine? He finally gets a hat-trick or something. Then take Jesus out on Game Week 7 for Lukaku. But it's not that easy. Then I'm 0.1 million less off. I've got to take a hit to get him back in. It's not worth it. Yeah, Vardy is an option. I know, I've spent so long thinking about Firmino though, I don't think I could bring in Vardy now. I think he's got Huddersfield away, right? Not ideal-ish, I guess. Bournemouth at home is probably quite nice. I think I'm going to go Firmino though, if I do this move. If. I don't even know if I'll make these moves tonight. I'm just saying that right now. If anyone's waiting around for the transfers, I might sleep on it. Although Gabbiadini's going down in price now, I can't sleep on it. You spent so long on Firmino, you don't even know why you want him anymore. I know, it's great, isn't it? But Crystal Palace have got Roy Hodgson in now. I'm not even going to bite on that cover point. Yeah, no, I forgot Gabbiadini was falling. Firmino isn't as essential. I don't think Firmino is essential at all. I just think the sub-Firmino options, apart from maybe Vardy, are awful. You won't sleep if you drop Lukaku. Jesus, man. Gabriel. Jesus. It's got a nice ring to it. I don't think I've ever owned Jesus either. Yeah, Granville mentioned cover. I kind of did mention it a bit, but I didn't want to get into it. Gabriel Jesus. Are you the man I need in my team? Did I have Jesus late last year? That's a bad arm. I don't really know anything. Did I have him for the... Bellerin scored. Wow, only 5.9. Jesus. We'll even start. The thing is, they're bringing in Jesus and Firmino. They've just played Champions League. Lukaku's guaranteed to play. We don't have a good enough replacement for him. Yes, we could play Rashford up front. But Jesus and Firmino, there's other options that Pep and Klopp could use. I expect them both to start, but... Bellerin in now, surely. Yeah, definitely. You think two good strikers are enough? 4-4-2 with a cheap striker who still plays in case of... Yeah, I could do Hamed. Get Hamed in for Gabbiadini and upgrade my defence. So boring, though. The FPL app is recommending Fellaini. Wow. Let's do a quick rate my team, right? I'll do a quick rate my team on Fantasy Football Scout. With and without the transfers. So, what's my ID? 157. Okay, so my current rate my team score is really bad for next week, actually. But it's currently 59.34. 59.34. Remember that. I'll put it in chat so you can all remind me in a minute when I forget. 59.34, right. Now let's get rid of Gabbiadini, Lukaku, and Bertrand, and add... I mean, I expect this to increase because Gabbiadini can't be good on this. Jesus. And did I put Davies in already? 61.51. It's not that much difference, really. I mean, Lukaku's not getting rested against anyone, let's be honest. We could play Rashford up front, but that's about it. That tool is on Fantasy Football Scout. Instead of getting Firmino, play 4-4-2 with a cheap third striker and 3 premium wingbacks. But the problem is I can't do that either, right? Look at this. It's not that I can't do it, it's just it takes a lot of transfers and I can't get the kind of premium players that I'd actually want. So... Well, ish. Let me just show you a sec. Now obviously I wouldn't do all these moves this week, so Hamed in. Let's just say Bertrand, Daniels and Sutton go. So really you'd want Davies, Kolasinac. And then you got 6.3 to spend on another one. So you can't have Mendy unless I get rid of Hamed for like a really bad forward. I got 4.5 million. Just say him for now. So I could get Mendy then, but that means I've got to play Norton every week. Just don't like it, to be honest. And plus that's 4 transfers to get to that point. Is YMA still doing articles on Fantasy? I don't think so. When is the third round of the Cup? I can't get Aurier because I got 3 Spurs. Cahill, yeah, maybe. It means I got to play Norton every week. I don't like that, to be honest. It leaves me very inflexible, and it'll take 4 transfers to get to. It's just, that's a wild card move, I think. Blint is on corners, and he also didn't play. Okay, League Cup, cool. This is how bad I am. I don't even know that stuff's coming. I'm the worst FPL person ever. Surely 3 elite strikers will outscore the expensive defence. Maybe, but they're much more money. Atsu to Loftus-Cheek and Gabbiadini to Firmino. I'd be 0.1 million off that, so I'd have to make 0.1 somewhere. Which is easily doable, but... do we even know if Loftus-Cheek's going to start this week? I still got a bit of faith in Atsu as well. Can I really see Liverpool doing well versus Swansea? Liverpool aren't playing Swansea. Not anytime soon either, I don't think. Just get Jesus, Firmino and Davies in and be done with it, he says. Yeah, Atsu's like the mascot for my team. He has to stay now. Plus, I kind of like that everyone gets really annoyed that he's in my team. And that, like, he's the absolute must-have that people are drawn to when they want to see me make a transfer. Like Atsu to Choupo-Moting or someone who's going to be like the best transfer I could ever make. Yeah, but Loftus-Cheek is injured. That's the problem with him starting. Is he still injured? That's what I'm saying. I think he starts as soon as he's fit. Stop procrastinating. I'm not. I'm chatting to you guys. Atsu's All-Stars. Now you're talking. Richie's a better FPL option though. Yeah, but he's also a million more. I had Richie. I had Richie and Zaha and I changed to Atsu and Mkhitaryan. He's back in training. Okay, fair enough. But even if I get Loftus-Cheek, I still need to make 0.5 million from somewhere. So, obviously there's a lot of ways I can do that. But is he going to definitely start? To be honest though, if Firmino hadn't risen in price, this would arguably be... although I can't go on the Scoutcast next week and basically get Mark's team. That's just going to get me, not in trouble, but going to get me a good ribbon. And then where do I get the 0.1 from? Sutner to Wimmer? But who did Crystal Palace even have? Southampton at home. Then they got 3 horrible fixtures. I don't think I like that way. Yeah, I could just get Vardy. I don't think I'm doing that. I'm so drawn to Lukaku out. Will Eriksen and Davies be rested? I don't think so. I was soft on Mark on the Scoutcast. Did he pay you and as? Nah, I just left Granville and Johnny to it. They seemed like they were having fun. Wasn't really sure what else to say, to be honest, at that point. Plus, I didn't think it was bad as they were making out. I don't think he needed to do it, and I told him that on Skype. I was messaging him before he finalised it. Well, not before he finalised it, but like the day before or whatever. Who will Davies get a rest for, by the way? Who will play instead of Davies? I was thinking that earlier. I don't know if there is a left back backup, is there? So you can play like... oh, don't say he's going to get a rest against Swansea. Oh, Walker Peters playing on the other side, okay. Start the Lukaku out movement. It's just stupid. You get Lukaku out and he goes mad. You just look like an idiot. It's almost not even a win-win situation. Because Lukaku will score. I'm basically banking on Jesus matching Lukaku because I think Lukaku will do well over the next 3 game weeks. Yeah, good point. Vertonghen's played left back before. I don't know if they would do that though. Should just take a hit to get Kane in for Mane. He must be doing other transfers there though, because obviously he can't straight swap him. Ox to start instead of Mane in the next 3. No, I'd say almost certainly it'll be Coutinho. Someone even tweeted me earlier and said, say it quietly, but Man United will be better without Pogba. The thing with Lukaku as well, it's a bit like Aguero in like last year. To be fair, actually, last year I'll say I actually got rid of Aguero before, basically at a similar time like this. I mean, it was a bit later in the season, but it was a similar thing where I just thought, yes, he's doing well, but to get Ibra in will free up some cash that I could spend elsewhere. So it's similar to this, that obviously Lukaku's going to do well, but can I spend that money better elsewhere? And that's the difference here as well. Coutinho will play central midfield. I mean, maybe once the front 3 are all playing, but I think Coutinho comes in for Mane and they just keep the same central midfield. Narrow down the options. Let's say I keep Lukaku. If I keep Lukaku, I'd probably go down the Abraham route, and I'm not in love with that, to be honest. Might Mata come in for Pogba? I think Mata, yeah, he's played most, if not all, the games, right? He's maybe been benched once. Coutinho will be central. He can't play left wing. Didn't he play on the left last year? Before he went centre mid? I mean, it was the front 3 of Coutinho, Firmino, and Mane, right? I mean, sure, maybe he won't be as wide as Mane and Salah are, but he played on that side, as far as I know. Don't think Gabbiadini is dropping tonight. I mean, we don't know for sure, obviously. I'm pretty sure Coutinho only plays centre mid, like, for a few games. He was very good, to be fair. So I think he'll come in and just take over for Mane. Don't see why not. Oxlade-Chamberlain, will he play? I mean, he's not very good. Firmino's the best option out left for Liverpool. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I agree with that. But I'm not the Liverpool fan, so... Yeah, no, I know Coutinho definitely played centre mid because he was really good. But he also played left wing a lot. Like most of the season. You're way off not to get Davies. Thinking about Firmino, Vardy, Abraham. Firmino could easily be left at the attack. Yeah, okay, he could be. We don't know, basically. Is Sturridge injured or not? No, I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. Gabbiadini's been set to fall in price a few nights now, I think. Oh, actually, I can't roll with that. What is the greater priority for you, Davies or Firmino? That's good. The thing is, when you say it like that, I would say Davies, but getting rid of Gabbiadini is also quite high on my list. I don't know if it's worth looking at, you know, is it worth getting Gabbiadini out for a hit, Lukaku out for a hit? I'm getting rid of 3 players for 4 points. So you assign a bit of pointage to each of them, not just to one. Because otherwise you just then, you're just biased to whichever one you want to make look the best. I mean, I could say that I'm taking out Lukaku and Gabbiadini for 2 points each, and Davies is a free transfer. Like, it's just doesn't really matter. Why would anyone take out Lukaku? That's a great question. Fellaini is not guaranteed to play, I don't think. Not with Herrera around. I thought never do a defender in for a hit. Number 1 FPL rule. Shall I tell you a defender that I bought in for a hit last year? I'll tell you 2 defenders I bought in for hits last year. Alonso, who scored and got a clean sheet in the first game. And then went on to be like the best defender for the whole season. And I got Alfie Mawson in for exactly the same thing. He scored and kept a clean sheet against Leicester. There's a week I bought him in for a hit. See you later, Jeff. Cheers again for the donation. Alfie Mawson, the greatest moment in my FPL career. Who would you take if you had the option of Jesus or Firmino? Jesus. I was watching that live as well. What a finish. What an absolute finish. Mourinho confirmed Fellaini to start. But he's not going to... Is he going to keep starting? Yeah, exactly. You also got to look long term with a hit. It's getting angry now. That's the way to do it, man. Rip, what happened? What the hell did happen? Oh. The stream's died? Oh, what the fuck? You serious? Oh, it fucking has as well. It should still be up. Let me have a look, I'm refreshing. Okay, we're back, I think. Okay. Oh, I panicked. Okay, it hasn't died again. Okay, we're back on. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Nothing went wrong. Well, my stream died as well, but like the actual thing that I'm using to record didn't. Wanted it to come back and have Jesus, Firmino and Kane. Oh, fuck's sake. I've got to get rid of Lukaku, haven't I? He's going to score, though. He's going to score against Everton and he's going to score against Palace. Just get Joselu in, Davies in. Is YouTube getting annoyed at the amount of tinkering? Could be, could be. Oh, Lukaku. When a Lukaku, I don't usually base my decisions based on when they're playing, but who's playing when? Oh, Lukaku's playing in the last game of the week. Jesus is playing on Saturday afternoon. It's destiny for Lukaku scoring. There's absolutely nothing wrong with Lukaku. There's no reason to take him out. Absolutely no reason. 7 big chances, the most big chances out of all strikers. He's created 7 chances too. He's having a shot every 24 minutes on goal. Oh, sorry. Minutes per attempt in the box. Big Ricey trying to get the donations. Salah is hurting your team. Nah, he's not. Do 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 do. This is the other option. Find me 0.6 million. Bertrand to Moreno, maybe. There's 11.7 million reasons to take him out. Matt Lesnar, good question. There's serious merit behind Captain Eriksen over Kane. Do you know what? There probably is if we look back at what's happened before and how kind of consistent Eriksen is, but I'm going to captain Kane. You're right though. I mean, I've got my captain, my vice captain, sorry, on. Who do I have it on? Eriksen instead of Lukaku. Yeah, Ken Bertrand to Moreno is an option, but I don't like. I want Davies basically. Okay, here's the other way, right? Just to bore you some more. Let's say I do Bertrand to Davies. I mean, that's the other option. But then who is it? It's like Rashford, Rooney, Hernandez. It's just all rubbish options. If you want to feel better about Lukaku to Jesus, read today's frisking the fixtures. Yeah, okay. You boys... Oh, wait, will I do that? So will I... Yeah, okay, but how long are they looking over? Yeah. The problem is they're looking over quite a few game weeks. Oh, but they're the week. Okay, fair enough. Taking a hit or playing a wild card. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Yeah, exactly. The strike force is just horrible. Lukaku out. Lukaku, the thing is, as well, just to talk about this for a bit more. Lukaku out when you absolutely don't need to take him out. When he's owned by 57% of all the players. He's got Everton at home, Palace at home. Could score a hat-trick in both. The problem with that is, that's like one of those transfers you make, and then it makes you want to quit FPL for the season. Like, it's just a killer. Absolute killer. What happens if I get onto Twitter 2 PM Saturday afternoon? Jesus isn't starting. He's not even in the team. Lukaku starts fit against Everton at home, 4 o'clock on Sunday. I don't even want to watch the Man United match. To have no City attack at all is almost criminal. I don't know. Morata, it's just the next 3 fixtures from Morata I don't like. What if Jesus gets a hat-trick? Celebration, I suppose. And then hope Man United win anyway. He's not going to blank in both, is he? Come on. Even if you don't own Lukaku, or if you want to try and find an excuse to take him out, let's not say that he's going to blank against those 2 games. Dele Alli's got goals coming. You're probably right there, but he's definitely not consideration for me. Should just take a hit to get Mane and Valencia out and get Kane in. That's Valencia. Valencia who? Like Man United Valencia. How many hits you taken? You think City clicked versus Liverpool? I don't know. 10 men. You can't read much into it. Always make it a rule to not have my own team in FPL as they just disappoint. Nah, I don't really get like that, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to make my transfers right now. You get to see my big ugly head for just a minute. Oh, hang on a sec, hang on. Let's go back to this just a second. Let me build the suspension. Build the suspension for you. In fact, I'm even going to put it on Twitter, right? This is how big this moment is. You want to see them live? No, I like taking them off, doing them, and then bringing it back. Let's give it a few more minutes now. So this is it now. So basically, when I come back... Oh, no, I'm going to have to move it. I'm going to have it like this. No, wait. Can I still click that? Yeah, you have to have it like that, and then I'm going to have to just refresh it like this. Oh, and the strikers will be covered as well when I come back. I'll click my team, and they'll be covered even better. Okay. Sanchez, such a showman. I've got to, yeah. I can be like a real dick like some of those streamers. I'll be like, once we get €100... Yeah, exactly. The big Ricey, you're way ahead of me. Once we get €100 in donations, the transfers will be made. Andrew Tavey, you've missed most of the stream. You're about to see the best part. You're about to see the best part. I can't drop Lukaku, can I? He's going to smash it over the next 3 games. Absolutely smash it. I can't do this. Now it's come down to it, I'm going to bottle it. 440 people watching me balls this up. I'm nervous as well. I think my heart is actually racing a bit here. I can see Lukaku out in the reflection of his eyes. The nerves are killing you. Tension's unbearable. How do you think I feel? Chat is rocking right now. We're back to like a message every 2 seconds. Bertrand to Davies. Imagine that, yeah. Bertrand to Davies, leave Gabbiadini in. Ugh. I did tweet, yeah. I kind of have to do it now. Before I do it, right, let me see what the poll is for Lukaku out or not. Let me see. Imagine if the stream goes down again. So, should I leave Lukaku in? 53%. Take him out, 46%. This is the same as the Vardy scenario. I bottled the Vardy one, let's be honest. I absolutely bottled that last year. So that was so annoying as well, because Vardy was my man, but he was one of the players that I kind of wanted before people had kind of got on wind of him. And he went on to score and Costa did nothing. Still bitter about that. I've not had a good time with Vardy in FPL. Rahman, just make the transfers now and stop overthinking. But this is the build-up, man. This is me clickbaiting people to keep watching. Got to keep those viewers on. I might even run an ad before I do them. How about that? Okay. I can't do this. Okay, here we go. Not going to do them live here though. Hang on a sec. Okay, we're back to big head. proper big head mode. Go for a loo break. 2 hour build up, yeah, fair enough. No, the stream is sponsored by Brown Sellotape in the background there. Honestly, like, I'm actually like a bit nervous about this. Okay. I want you guys to see what I've done afterwards. See if you can work it out by the number of clicks. I'm at one more quick look at the stats for me a sec. One more quick look at the stats. Adjustments, go to. Okay. We're here. The great thing is I can make the transfers and still not show you. Oh Jesus, like big block yellow writing. Do I want to play my free hit? Do I want to play my wild card? No wonder people hit it by mistake. Okay. We're done. Transfers are made. I'm not even lying. The transfers are made. Oh dear. Transfers are made. Don't know, team looks strong. Team's looking strong. Right, let's do it, right? You type 1 in the chat if you think Lukaku's gone. Type 2 if you still think he's in the Oh, you people can see how many transfers I've made. Okay, I'll just reveal it. Okay. My team. Davies is in. The chat is banging right now. Oh, I can't believe you went and checked my team. Okay, that's a lot of numbers. Alright, let's stop spamming. So Davies is in, right? That should be a big clue. And then if we scroll down just a little bit. Oh shit. I don't know what I've done. Lukaku's gone. That is probably the most stupid transfer I've ever made. Atsu's safe, yes, exactly. Oh, why have I not got Lukaku anymore? Oh my god. Facepalm. Someone take a picture of the screen right now. No Lukaku. What have I done? I don't know. Lukaku is going to smash it as well. Lukaku is going to absolutely smash it. Everton and Crystal Palace at home. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I've got a wild card to fix it. That is one of the reasons I've done it. I've got a wild card. Like, I've kind of gone big up front now. If it goes wrong, it's for a couple of weeks max. 5, 6, 3 weeks actually. It could absolutely screw me. Yeah. Yeah, Mark's got Lukaku on his wild card. He's going to smash me now. Look, my reasoning is Jesus and Firmino on paper is much better than Lukaku and Gabbiadini, I think. Because Gabbiadini, if he goes and scores a brace now, then that's just unlucky, I think. No one in this chat is betting money on Gabbiadini even scoring a goal, let alone a brace. Firmino should outscore him. And then I've got Jesus to try and beat Lukaku. And I'm going to captain Kane anyway, so my heart is actually racing. It's ridiculous. Probably going to have a heart attack in a minute. feel worn out. It's really weird feeling. It's just fucking FPL, Jesus Christ. I don't know what to feel now. I don't know what to feel, lads. Make sure you go and hit that like button. For live transfers, go and do it. Hit that like button. We're on 189. I want 250. There's only 500 people watching. Come on. Go and hit that like button if you haven't already. And sub if you're new around here. Oh shit, wrong button. How many subs are we on? 4566 and now we're on 4576. Oh, I need a drink. I need a beer. Has anyone got a beer? That's it now. I've done my transfers, so we can just stop the stream, right? It was all about me anyway, this one. 235 likes. Come on, keep them going. We've got nearly 500 people. You can't tell me we've all hit it. 240. Let's keep going. Keep going. Hit that button. Oh no, have you tweeted me, why? Oh, I like it, Ken. Oh, that picture is going to haunt me so much. If Lukaku, the scout cast as well will be a nightmare. Damn. 255 likes. You really are Atsu until you die. Come on, Atsu. Okay. Lukaku could score a hat-trick. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Don't know what to say. Keep smashing that like button though if you haven't already. It would be really appreciated. Oh, keep smashing it. Oh, now I sound like those other YouTubers. Smash that like button. Hope you're ready for the grief Johnny gave me. Look, I've got my reasons. If they're wrong, they're wrong. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's as big a risk as people are making out. But obviously it's a risk. I mean, you can't even take Davies into it, to be honest, because I could have just done Firmino and Jesus without him. So I've taken a -4. I don't know. I just think Firmino and Jesus is better than Lukaku and Gabbiadini, and Davies is just someone I wanted in this week. I think he's got potential to repay that hit straight away. So we'll see. We will see. Anyway, fuck's sake! I love that picture. Right. Ah, come on, I didn't sell Lukaku for a -4. It wasn't just Lukaku. Ah, what have I done? That's what happens. 4 weeks of just one transfers for me, and then a bit of a lull in points. It's why I'm bad at poker. A few bad hands, I just get bored all in. Yeah, I retweeted the picture. I think a few people sent it to me. So it should be all over Twitter right now. Elliot over Foster, oh god. Maybe. I'm not looking forward to this weekend. Seriously, I'm not. I think that might have been stupid. Yeah, but Dole wins. Dole wins all the time. There is a chance that Jesus and Firmino get limited minutes, so we'll see. Atsu looks out of place. Atsu makes that front seven. Anyway, any more questions that aren't about my team? Because we had... Oh shit, I've been streaming for nearly 2 hours, wow. On a school night as well. Gonna have to shoot soon. Lukaku out. Oh my god. By the way, I love Benjamin Mendy on Twitter. He's freaking brilliant. How's it going, Twisted? Lukaku's gone. You are now a meme. Yeah, I guess that picture could be used for anything. If Mendy was 6 million, he'd be straight in my team. Yeah, I think it needs a bit. Oh, I can't remember about... I don't know about Elliott and Foster. I'm probably going to play Foster, to be honest. I just haven't changed it. It's not brave to go out with Lukaku. It's stupid. But I'm not just going to take my Jesus for Lukaku points. I need to check Jesus. Well, I'll have to figure it out. But I'll check the whole lot, -4, and see what works out better. You're bringing in Jesus this week. Hopefully for Lukaku. Sorry. That's brilliant. Okay, I gotta read this. This is Rooftop Rory. He says, read my limerick. So, there was a young man called Rom who was dropped by a tense worried Pom. With Christian Atsu, no more Lukaku. The results might make him vom. I have to tweet that. Hang on a sec. I'll screenshot it actually. I'll screenshot and tweet it. It's been a good stream. I knew I'd enjoy this stream. So thanks all for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. I know I've been going on about it in the last few minutes, but always appreciate it. And make sure to subscribe. Okay, let me put Rooftop. I like that. It's really good. I wish I could stay on for like hours longer, but let me just find the picture I just saved. Rooftop. Should you be Mooney? Yeah, Mooney's not looking great. But again, it depends who you can get in, I suppose. The thing is, right, I'm like, straight away I go on Twitter, right? Richard Kenny, great manager. He's got Lukaku and Jesus and Rodriguez up front. And I look at his team and think, do you know what, that's actually a pretty good team. But I've got Kane instead of Lukaku. Is Lukaku going to massively outscore Kane? Of course he could, but who knows? No worries, Rooftop, it's good. Really good. Hey Richard, glad you're staying sane. You stay, you stick out. I got to work tomorrow though, boys. Guts to work. The thing is, right, again, the Lukaku move. Because I think a lot of people, when they get advice from people, they worry about their rank and stuff like that. But like, I generally, like, I will not recommend getting rid of Lukaku to anyone. Just like last year, I wasn't recommending getting Ibrin when I kept him for so long. I still think I've got the... What's the word? Sensibleness. To like... Look, I'm not going to suggest getting Lukaku out to other people, but... I think... I like that team now. I think that's a strong team this week. Very strong. See you later, Fozzie. Cheers, as always. Same for all the mods, Matt, Phil. Seeing you in it all stream, pretty much. When will be in my next stream? Well, we can see it's all gone wrong. Is there a match on Monday? No, Sunday. Awesome. So we'll stream Sunday. Man United will have played at that point, and I'll probably have watched it. Damn. How do you get Arsenal assets next week? I'm not worried about Arsenal assets. Klassenak's the only one I want. I can't get him. It's fair enough. You have 6 of my, front 7. I bet you don't have Atsu, do you? On paper, it looks a great week for Kane and Lukaku. I know. I realise what I've done. But like I say, it is done. 271 likes. If anyone hasn't hit that like button, they have enjoyed the stream. Make sure to hit that button. We're nearly at 300 before the stream's even ended, which is ridiculous. Coming up on 4,600 subs as well, so we should hit 5k soon, soonish, which is also awesome. And to everyone that said I should have got rid of Lukaku, I hate you all. Yeah, I mean, Jesus in particular could really make or break my weekend. And I'm not talking FPL, I mean my actual weekend. Yeah, I like the fact there's no template as well. Well, obviously there's always a core, but still, like, core few players, but yeah. Southampton versus Hodgson was a guaranteed clean sheet. Ah, look, let's not worry about my team now. It's done. Your rank will drown if Lukaku smashed it. I know. It's a risk. But, well, you say that only if only if Jesus doesn't match him. See you later, Big Ricey. Do you have a bench? Ericsson might be rested. Remember last year? He might be, yeah. I'm not going to worry about that. I have got Norton and Carroll. Right, I think I'm going to have to call it there. It's getting late. Gotta sleep. Really enjoyed that stream though. Thanks for everyone that joined in, especially those who have been here since the start. I know a few of you have been here since the stream went live. Really appreciate that. Thanks for your questions, your advice on my team. Sticking with it when I went through the pain of trying to realise what move to make. Over and over and over and over again. Lukaku's gone. That could be a nightmare. Twisted now says he's worried as a Firmino owner that Sturridge won't start. I also know that is a problem. Yeah, look, maybe I made the move too early. It's done now. I will catch you next time. If you haven't hit that like button, go and hit it. If you're new around here, hit subscribe. I will stream again on Sunday. We'll go through Gameweek 5, see what mistake I made, and then we go again. Basically, when Lukaku smashes it, I'm just going to go, in the words of Steven Gerrard, we go again. And we'll go from there. So cheers all. I really enjoyed tonight. Sunday will hopefully be just as good, but without the transfers. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you later on. Cheers, lads.